3. The Eagles up by 14, 34-20. For West Sound TV, Patricia Hands on the camera, Kitty Campagna on the other microphone, and we're underway, Kitty, in the second half.
Very good first half for that Klahowya team. When you come in with an 0-2 record, you want to start fast, and they did. Ganowski had 14 points in that first half, but Mike Ward had 11, so he was kind of quiet on his scoring.
And working hard down low is Miller. Yeah, we've got a quick whistle. They're going to say the Warriors will maintain possession, and Ganowski starting this half for
not a
Coach
major
Jim
surprise.
Horan.
Mike Cooper, the big scorer for Crosspoint with 3 3-pointers, and that's going to be a 5-second call.
You got to get it in by 5 once the referee hands off the ball, and the Warriors did not. Turn over in favor of the Eagles, just underway here in the third period.
That was Jackie Curry making the call. The other two officials out there, we have Chris Murphy and Silas Fontes.
Crosspoint bringing it in for Coach Dave Kirchhoff, who had coached this team and then retired and now is back, so he's listed as a first-year coach.
I know, that looks so weird because I was looking at some of their history and he'd been coach for several years.
Yep. Shots off, Klahowya pushing it down the other end. Vallejo with it. Carlos out front. 14 is Mike Ward into Ganowski. Shots off. Rebound pulled down by Arns. But ball knocked loose, and coming up with it is the Klahowya Eagles, and Drew Fagan puts it down.
Ganowski took that from Arns. Arns hit it out of his hand, but Fagan came up with it and the shot.
Patty with it. Go over to Miller. Miller will take the short jumper off the glass, and good for Zach.
And he'll tell you he meant to do that. 4 points in that first half. We've seen him do it both ways, actually. We've seen the teardrop that without the glass and then using the glass as well.
Ward with it for the Eagles. Almost knocked loose, but Ganowski keeps a hold of it. Klahowya's got plenty of time. 15 seconds on the shot clock, and Vallejo shots off, but Klahowya gets the rebound and a new shot clock. And they're going to pick up a foul. It's going to be worth 2.
That's going to go on number 4. No, he didn't say 4 because there is no 4. Maybe 24. There we are, Zach Miller. His first foul.
And it'll put Mike Ward up to the free throw line.
You know, when Mike is doing things out there, he has an energy that it's kind of at almost a different speed than other people. You watch everything he does, it looks like he's put full effort into it.
Shots off, but Klahowya maintains it with a good board there by Ganowski.
Smart to get that back out, too. He had absolutely nothing. He found his guys who were his outlets.
Fagan with it. Back to Ward. In the corner to Vallejo. Shots off, but rebound to Klahowya. Keeping it alive. Fagan will take the long outsider. That one's off and down into the corner.
Did you notice who beat him? It was Mike Ward. It might have gone off of him, but he did beat the guy in red.
And the Warriors will bring it in.
Same 14-point differential, 36-22 at this point.
Patty with it out front. Gives it off to Zach Miller. Tightly guarded by Carlos Vallejo. Whistle blows, and going to be a foul down low. And that one's going to go against Mr. Ward.
Well, that's part of playing hard, in my opinion. So you got to get some fouls.
He's got 2. That's no problem at the moment.
Neither team in any major foul difficulty. Oh, a couple extra steps by Zach Miller.
Yeah, Miller had looked like a couple of different ideas on that one. Unfortunately, neither one worked.
No, that's when indecision kills.
Should I shoot or pass, or I just walked?
Never mind. Yeah. Yep.
And Jacob Sheets in the game now for Coach Jim Horan. Also a first-year coach here at Klahowya, but a 10-year coach plus down at Port Orchard. Nice outside shot. by Michael Ward for 3.
Ward and Ganowski both with 14 now. Miller's going to answer with 2.
Jim was part of that program that Coach Callahan and the South Kitsap folks had that produced so many great teams down there.
I think that's a program with a capital P because they did an incredible job. Ganowski just about put that back up, just punching at it. They will call the jump ball, and it's going to stay with Klahowya. See what kind of inbound plays they have. Nucky in there as a possibility. But out to Ward.
Long outside shot. Oh, I think they're going to tag Nucky for that one.
Sometimes being tall doesn't pay off because you think you can reach over. Good block out by the Crosspoint Warrior.
They're showing that full court, but then dropping back once the ball gets inbounded.
Arns with it.
Short jump shot off, ball loose, and the Warriors maintain. Nice move that time by Wheeler. Gets knocked to the floor, but will get a trip to the free throw line.
Must have gotten him with the body because it looked pretty clean with the hand.
The hand looked like on the ball, but underneath.
And referees do a nice job of rotating and making sure that they're underneath the basket, being able to view that.
Wheeler's first shot won't go down. Ricky Holguin back in the game now for the Eagles, and Vallejo out.
Only 2 fouls on Vallejo.
Shut off, and Nucky with the board for the Eagles.
That's when where height is great, because they can't reach over you.
Oh, Sheets makes a little move there. Ball kind of, I don't know if he intended to shoot or pass. I think that was another indecision there.
You know, it looked to have been blocked by number 24, Zach Miller.
And Klahowya will bring it in.
That foul was tagged to Wheeler. Holguin with the shot.
Yeah, look at that. There was a whole mess of people down there fighting for that rebound, and the Eagles come away with it, and it's Jacob Sheets and football out there pulling that ball down and bringing it out.
That's where strength really comes into play.
Yes, it does. And Ganowski, look, he's just a solid guy. Oh, Ganowski, I meant Sheets, but Ganowski gets the hold, and he will go up to the free throw line. Sheets is just solid. You can see his shoulders. And
that foul's going to go to Cody Arns, but you know, that was actually a semi-smart foul because you're looking at, he has to earn these.
Ganowski
He had a straight line to the basket otherwise.
Yep. And Cody Roberts will come in to replace Mitchell Nucky. Ganowski's shot is off again, second one, and the rebound pulled down by Crosspoint. Another whistle, and that's going to go against Klahowya. And that's going to be 3 now on Mike Ward. All of a sudden, he's picked up 3 of them.
And that is 14 fouls on the Eagles here with 3:18 left in the third.
Patty with it to Miller. Tries to go inside. Nice job, though, by Ganowski with the takeaway.
You know, it was a right idea.
Oh, Ward with the 3. 42-24 lead for the Klahowya Eagles.
Mike Ward with the David Stockton arc on that particular one.
Ball's loose, and who's it going to go off of? Let's see. It's going to go off of West Point, so Klahowya will bring it in. Vallejo comes back in for the Eagles, and Shea back in for the Warriors. Uh-oh. That pass didn't quite work.
Cooper.
Oh, man. Cooper hung in there with it. Should have made the first one, but at least got his own rebound and put number 2 down.
That's his first normal basket. All the others have been threes, so he's got 11 points for the Warriors.
He had great positioning. Sheets over there against the sideline. Over to Vallejo. His shot's off, and ball's again on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and I'm going to say Crosspoint will get it on the possession era. No, yeah.
Absolutely love that quick whistle by Fontes in that.
Yep.
There's no fight that happens on the ground. This is a jump ball. Let's make it happen. Get up and go.
We've got a timeout with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to play in the third period here. And it's a 42-26 lead for the Klahowya Eagles over the Crosspoint Warriors.
They've extended their lead by just 2, so not running away with it this half, but at least maintaining what they have going. The Crosspoint guys just have not, as we noticed, that how long it took them to try to get some of the plays off in the first half. Really tough defense by Klahowya is making it happen. They have to work for those points, and they aren't getting the easy open threes either, because I don't even know if they've shot one this half. Cooper had 3 of them in the first. Shea had 1, and Levi Stewart had 2 ring out, so you know that they like to shoot them.
Slightly over 2 minutes to go here in the third period, and bringing the ball inbounds will be the Warriors. In the red, white, and black from the far reaches of Chico. Coming up the hill to play the Eagles.
Oh, and Chico, I recognize those as their Pee-wee colors as well. When my girls and boys were playing Chico, there was a lot of red out there.
Patty will go up to the free throw line.
Michael has 2 points from the first half.
And that one won't go in either. And Ganowski with a fine rebound.
Vallejo looking for his screen and gets it from Ganowski.
You know, he's only listed at 6'1". He looks taller than that to me.
He does. Ooh, and Sheets hits the ground.
So does Ganowski.
Sheets will go up to the line for 2. That is third foul on number 30, Cody Arns, just a sophomore. There's some youth out there for both teams.
Freshman on the Warriors side listed. A lot of sophomores on that team. And it looks like only one sophomore on the Eagles.
Might be a 6th grader who just went out there with that. Future Klahowya, future Eagle.
Bam goes in for Jacob Sheets. Speaking of future Eagles, we remember quite well the great South Kitsap teams with the B&B boys, Jacob Bettinger down at the Tacoma Dome, the state championship. We got some nice footage before the game of Coach Callahan's son and daughter out there sweeping the court, getting everything ready.
Who both, his daughter is now at Western Montana College in Dillon playing, and his son is, as a sophomore, playing a great job at point guard for the South Kitsap Wolves.
Brown with it. Ball loose, but the Warriors still have it.
Again, this defense just playing tight, not letting them have that middle.
And the ball gets loose, and Klahowya with the takeaway almost. That was a fumble recovery for Sheets.
We got ourselves a travel somewhere in there. I'm not sure how without
Don't
control.
you have to have control?
I think so.
But Jacob Sheets went down like he was going for that loose football.
He did, didn't he? Like, it's my ball.
Brown with it.
Good move.
Oh, nice move. And he's going to pick up the trip to the free throw line. That foul will be tagged to Cody Roberts.
Little push from behind. Brown, just a sophomore at 6 foot.
Under a minute here and left to go in the third.
First points for Brown in this game.
And another number we don't have.
Well, Doc, what they do is they give us a really short list, and then they bring up some guys from the JV team, and I failed to check.
Yeah, that'll want to go down.
I'm out of practice, Doc. I am.
We got Gacho.
We did.
We'll have to find out who 50 is.
If he would do something, then we will.
Sheets will take the jump shot off the front, and good rebound by Wheeler.
Patty looking to see if he can make the middle. Good movement by the Warriors, just not finding
big
anything.
block by Cody Roberts down low. Oh, Gwen. Connor, did you get his last name?
It was Stink, I believe. But we know 50 is
Vallejo's shot is off at the end of the third period. But the Eagles leading the Crosspoint Warriors 44-28. So far, a pretty good game for the Klahowya Eagles.
They have had balance both offensively and defensively. You're just seeing, we've seen some block shots, we've seen some diving for balls, several threes that have gone down. We've watched Ganowski get great position and some great passes to him on some breakaways. So you have to like what's happening if you are a Klahowya fan. Now, if you're a Crosspoint fan, maybe not quite as happy.
Well, the referees have handed out a technical foul to Klahowya for a artificial noisemaker. Now, I don't know if it'll be a shooting or just the first foul, a warning.
We'll find out as they come back out, but artificial noisemakers are prohibited by the WIAA.
Yeah, it looks like it was a warning. And our AD, Todd Winters, went over to take care of it.
Boy, he did. I have not seen Todd run that fast before. That was pretty exciting. But yes, he did make sure that he had a conversation with the student who had that.
All right, underway in the fourth quarter, and it's a quick shot for Roberts, and Connor with the rebound. Jacob Sheets says it. Into the middle to Roberts. Nice pass to a breaking Carlos Vallejo, who puts it through for two.
Carlos with 6 points. All of them on drives like that.
Shea with it. Oh boy, there's just nobody. Nobody's moving when the ball handler pulls the dribble up.
I think that's why they tell you not to pull your dribble up.
Oh, ball taken away that time by the Warriors.
Wheeler ends up with it, but Cooper made it happen.
And Cooper's got it now.
I think he found one of those leak spots. Trying the one-on-one, and not even if they're making it past the first one. Oh, nice pass.
Miller to Brown, but Brown couldn't quite put it through.
Miller trying to make some things happen out there, that's for sure. Ooh, there were some steps there, but...
Vallejo to Roberts, shots off, and again, another good rebound. Patrick Wheeler's pulled down quite a bit of boards tonight for the Warriors.
He's listed 6'1", but he is a thin 6'1", so he is having to get some position out there.
And we've got a double dribble.
And wholesale changes. Mike Ward back in, Ganowski out there, Nucky, Vallejo, and Sheets.
Oh, 2-on-1 down low. Yeah, a nice drive. They're going to say charge, player control against Mike Ward. That looked like a pretty good drive to me.
And actually, I think they're going to call it on 32. because what he did is he cleared out the guy, and it was a really good call. I was watching the play.
Okay.
He was making way for, he needed to set a non-moving screen, and
so it was Mitchell Nucky who
correct.
Gets tagged for that one. He's got 3 of them now.
It was an excellent call.
Warriors bringing it
had
in.
that been my TV, I would have been yelling, moving screen.
Levi Stewart handling it now.
Those high passes, so dangerous. And the block by Ganowski, and even without artificial noisemakers, we can hear the student crowd on this Friday night.
The Warriors get the inbound. Inside the middle, jump ball. Nucky ties up number 30 out there. Arns, and they're going to possession error to the Warriors. Out front. Miller with it now for Crosspoint.
See, there's good movement, but to the same area.
Yep, and that time though, Zach Miller was able to stop and do the turnaround, put the shot down.
Zach into double digits with 10.
Oh, that time takeaway. Wheeler in the right place. Grab that pass. Stewart to Miller. Miller with 3.
He's feeling it.
13-point lead, and Coach Haran does not like the looks of that. Time out.
No, he walked right over directly to a referee to make sure that they could hear him. This is timeout time. It is still 13 points separating them, 46-33, but a good little run there by Crosspoint. And we've watched these guys shoot. When they get hot, they can make some threes, and you don't want to give any team confidence.
5 minutes, 31 seconds left to play in the ball game, and a 46-33 lead for the Klahowya Eagles, looking for their first victory of this season. I'm not sure, is this their first home game? Were those other 2 games road games, do you know?
I can figure it out. I think one was at home. The Black Hills was at home, and then Chimicum was away.
Fagan with it for the Eagles. Stewart tried to pick his pocket. Oh, into Ganowski, and that time they're going to call a foul against the Warriors. And Ganowski certainly forced the issue, but there were too many guys in red who were moving.
And again, there's some of your football presence.
Not afraid to take a hit. Josh Ganowski, he really has led the way tonight for the Eagles. First one's good, nothing but net.
That's Josh's first made free throw tonight. He has 15 points. That's actually his first point of this half. All of his others were the 14 in the first half.
Second one bounces out, but Nucky with the good board and the turnaround put back off the glass. Suddenly back to a 16-point lead, and the Eagles with the takeaway. Oh, ow, I hate to see that. Ganowski is getting up, but it looks like he's okay, but I hate to see hits like that.
Well, that was an anticipation by Cooper that was where the ball was going. He got there pretty much the same time as Josh, but Josh didn't have a chance to get his feet down, and it didn't look like it was on purpose, but when you hit the floor that hard, sometimes it's hard to come up happy.
No, I don't think it was on purpose at all, but at the same time, it looked like it hurt.
Yes, it did. They call this the hardwood for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think Klahowya is going to call a quick timeout and give Ganowski a chance to kind of reassemble his body parts and see what he can do at the free throw line.
4:59 left to go in the ball game, and it's a 49-33 lead for the Klahowya Eagles here. Friday, November 30th. The second game in our doubleheader from the Eagles' Nest, I guess they're calling it.
Well, and if you're picking this game up on archive at the Sun, we will try to live stream from North Kitsap on Tuesday, December 4th, Bainbridge at North, and then at Bainbridge on Wednesday, Central Kitsap Girls at Bainbridge, the first one being a boys game.
I have a feeling the CK girls might have a pretty good team this year.
They keep bringing in new people. Denise Baxter never afraid to play some sophomores, and I know some of those sophomores, and you combine them with what they already have.
Oh, nice shot. Three-pointer for Ward. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Carly Hoisington, one of my favorites.
Oh, who worked so hard in that game against South Kitsap last year, yes. That is now 20 points for Ward. He has gotten hot from the three in this half.
And the Warriors are going to maintain the ball. And again, Coach Aran moving people around in and out.
Elijah Hawley, the junior, in for Nucky, who also is a junior.
Oh, nice inbound play by the Warriors. And Wheeler puts two up. Hawley with it. And that's going to go off of Crosspoint. No reset on the shot clock, but 25 seconds, plenty of time.
That did hit a leg, but wasn't kicked.
Yeah, and Klahowya now working it around outside. Ward to Fagan. And nice shot there.
A stop and pop, you always got to like that.
Yeah.
Patty tries to answer, but not going to happen.
Oh, the receiver, Ganowski, putting it through for two.
That's the way, I think that's a good way to put it, Doc. I wasn't even thinking about that when they were doing those things that on the breakaways, Ganowski was a receiver, and that's Zach Miller with two more. He has had an incredible second half with 11 points, and that has 15.
Oh, almost out of bounds, but kept alive by Hawley.
It was an interesting pass.
Ganowski gets met up in the air. They're going to say this time a travel on Josh, and so it'll be a turnover with slightly over 3 minutes left to go in the game. 56-37 lead for the Klahowya Eagles.
Seth Hushka in the game for the first time, number 31, a freshman.
Man.
I missed when number 20, Chris Kelly, was in there.
Coach Kirchhoff calling the timeout here at the 3:04 mark to talk to his guys a little bit. And, you know, one of the things that's nice about the early season games like this, non-league games, it gives both teams a good chance to just really check and see their personnel, see how different people work together in groups, and in the case of Coach Kirchhoff, some real good opportunity for coaching down there.
Exactly, and to play a team, if you're a 1A and you're playing a 2A, I continue to say that is a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
You are, especially when it doesn't count in your league. It is a way to see maybe a little bit more bulk or just a couple different plays that you haven't seen before. Always nice to step out of your league and see some new teams.
Yes, indeed, though I don't think Port Townsend's real happy about I think that's why they're looking at moving to a 1A league, which I think they have in football, but basketball, they're still in the Olympic League. Stewart with it. Patty. And knocked loose. There it is again. Going for the end zone once again, Josh Ganowski.
I like the Crosspoint player, though, who backed off, knowing that Ganowski's already hit the floor really hard a couple times, and he didn't have a play.
Oh, great rebound and put back by Mike Cooper.
Cooper with 13 points. Whoa!
Oh, look at that. Tied up. Again, it's I think, a good idea that the refs are blowing those whistles so quick in a situation like that. You could see where if it had gone another second, a couple players might have been on the floor.
That is correct.
Klahowya will get the inbound on the arrow. And travel. And that'll be tagged to another player that we don't have on our roster, number 12.
We give them the opportunity. I did check the program that was handed out, and it didn't have any extra names, so we're just... Although, now that I think about it, Doc, I do have a JV one that might have some info for us.
Oh, a long pass, but Fagan keeps a hold of it. Inside shot is good.
2 more for Fagan.
And that one will drop for Michael Patty. He's worked hard all night long. Certainly not the biggest guy out there. And Stewart's going to be tagged with that foul.
A little bit of hip action right there. Back when we had Connor, that was Connor Schneet. And
okay.
Now that I know. And I don't have a 12, so I'm still going to have to make some guesses here, Doc. If I hear a first name, we can do it. Holguin back in.
And Fagan up to the free throw line.
60-41.
There's another one, 61-41, a 20-point lead for the Klahowya Eagles. Minute and a half left to go, and Drew's got one more shot.
Fagan quietly getting into double digits with that one.
Ooh, that one rattles out, and the rebound pulled down by Cooper.
Too many white jerseys in between to try that pass.
Oh, and the Warriors get it back, and this time Shea's just going to drive the whole way. Shot's not good, and it's a 2-on-0 for the Eagles, and let's hear it.
Kendall Kitts with the basket on that
All
one.
right, we got him.
The detective work. A minute left.
Double team down low, so the Warriors have to kick it back out. And rebound by Elijah Hawley. But again, ball gets loose again. Gotcha with it. 2 Warrior players down.
I think it's bowling.
Yeah, number 12. Kitts gets the 2 and will take a trip to the free throw line. "35 seconds left to go."
Fagan taking a seat. Fans pretty happy with what he's done tonight. They should be pretty happy with what this Eagle team has done.
We've got all 3 of our unknown players out there now. 12, 30, and 50.
But we have them, Doc. We know who they are. That was Schneet hitting it up.
I think we've called that name in football before.
You know, and his brother is a golfer, so...
Ooh, that's right.
Yep.
I remember that from the Higgins.
Exactly. And I know the pronunciation from PTA, so, you know, those are your connections that you get all year.
And Mr. Schneet will go up to the free throw line.
Says we have 8 fouls. Oh, that... I don't know if I don't think he just fouled out, but...
Or maybe just a sub because... Oh, now they're going to put it on. Well, can't be there.
It's the 9th foul, so they need one more. It would be 1 and 1 if there wasn't a foul.
And, okay, I don't know. They're going to say that was against Patty.
A double foul.
Oh, okay.
Is what we just finally heard. Okay.
Which was why there was no shot.
Correct. And I like it even this late in the game that you aren't, because you could tell it was trying to get out of control.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh.
One pass too many.
Yep. One of them should have taken it. 10 seconds left to go.
But I don't think anybody had control.
And Stewart with kind of a hard foul that time on Ricky Holguin.
Levi Stewart picks up foul number 2. Ricky Holguin at the line.
Holguin will go up to the line with 6 seconds left. Number 1, good.
That's Ricky's first point tonight.
He's a sophomore.
He started this game, so coach sees some potential in him.
And number 2 off the front of the iron. Ball is loose, and they're going to award it to Klahowya. Off of red.
With 5 seconds remaining in the game.
Oh, almost taken away by Chris Kelly. He's got it. Go for it, Chris. And he went for it, but did not go down, and that's the end of the ball game. The Eagles come away with an impressive 66-41 victory over the Crosspoint Warriors.
The Eagles looked really good, Doc. They're, like I said, so many different aspects of their game, from their defense where they weren't letting them get it inside at all, and I like their breakaway, the receiver Ganowski going for things, but guys just seem to be running their lanes, doing what they've been coached.
Well, a young Crosspoint team has definitely got some work to do out there, and I really have enjoyed this Klahowya team. Really impressed by both Ganowski and Ward. Playing very nice for the Klahowya Eagles. I think these guys are going to have a good season.
The 0-2 doesn't mean much anytime, because you know that it's as you get in the heart of the season, that's what matters.
Well, we may have quite some parity this year
Would that not be fun?
Olympic League. Yes, indeed. Well, we're West Sound TV, and happy you were able to tune in. Sorry we couldn't get this game live on the internet with the Kitsap Sun because of the technical difficulties, but next week, we will have a couple of live ball games for you on kitsapsun.com/basketball, I guess.
I don't know. I just go to kitsapsun.com and you can find it from there.
Well, Patricia has been on the camera for you in this game. Kitty Companion at other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.